to you by our sponsors: William Richmond Inc., Farmers Home and Auto Insurance, the Bobkowski Agency, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, McNeil's Group Properties, Chesapeake's Bounty, Buddy Lee Landscaping and Contracting, LLC, Chesapeake Plastics, the Charleston Senior Community, and R.E. Graves Heating and Air Conditioning. Now, here's a weather alert update from JB Weather.
Hey, and hello everyone, I'm Forecaster John Bordash with you for a quick update here at 9:15. Now we're at 9:17. Just here to give you a quick update on what we're looking at across the region right now with our storm and what the forecast looks like going forward. Not too long of an update because I'm kind of in between classes right now. My one education class just ended and I'm about to head into economics. I know, tons of fun. But what I'm showing you right now is a live look out here in Anne Arundel County. This is where 50 meets 97, and you see very little is going on out here right now. I mean, we have some traffic back here, but on up towards like Annapolis, and if you're over towards, let's say, Lothian or Crofton or any of those areas, you know you are looking at some snow, some sleet. Even as we head down towards Brandywine, the same story is evident, and you can see we're starting to see some sleet accumulation occur, not just on shoulders anymore, but like we had talked about all day, we're beginning to see this become a little bit more of a theme across roadways. So that is why we currently have snow emergency alerts in effect for PG County, Anne Arundel County, and Charles County for you right now. And we have issues on primary and secondary roads in Calvert and over into parts of St. Mary's County. But again, this is all I look here at Brandywine 301 at 5. As we head down into Charles County, let's take a look currently over towards Nanjemoyne. And you can see even this being the case here, where the road looks white, and it's not so much because of snow, albeit the camera shows maybe a little bit of snow, but it's really that sleet accumulation we've seen on roadways. Heading us further south, just quickly taking a look around. Look down towards Leonardtown, you can see that we have some precipitation falling, likely a mix of sleet and freezing rain, but roads still very icy, and very treacherous as you head out, especially those secondary roads taking on over towards California, 4 at 235. You can see what we're looking at here, and then down towards Lexington Park, where 3 Notch Road meets Chancellor's Run Road. I mean, it looks very wet, but it is very icy out there. So this is another reason why you're going to want to be staying inside as we head through today. Taking it into radar right now, this is kind of what we're looking at the present time. Let's bring this to where we currently are. Radar is registering. Ooh, we are like zooming around a whole bunch. This is kind of how we're looking right now. Radar is picking up on the idea of maybe a little bit of snow kind of north of this line here. I would suspect that this is probably more of like a snow and sleet mix. We're down here in this pink zone. It's more of a sleet and freezing rain mix. So it's kind of what we're looking at. Upper portions of southern Maryland, we're talking Anne Arundel, PG, Charles, and northern Calvert County. It's more of a snow-sleet mix. For south of there, it's primarily more sleet and freezing rain. I have seen a couple reports of maybe some snowflakes trying to mix in down towards like Mechanicsville, which is definitely possible, but this is definitely much more of a sleet and ice scenario we have across the region. And I think this is only going to continue, kind of taking it more to the regional radar here. We are seeing reports of not just light freezing rain, but a consistent, steady freezing rain that's coming down. We already have a report down here towards Northumberland County on the east, on the northern neck. Already a report of 0.15 of an inch of freezing rain, which tells you we're looking at lots of reports of sleet on up towards Andrews and on over towards BWI, and we're even getting snow reports well to the north. We're talking about a good 3 to 5 inches being common on up here towards the Mason-Dixon line, and that's kind of what we had talked about yesterday. Those dry spots down to the south have kind of filled in where we're not looking at much right now. We even have a report here of thunder snow. We'll see if that's actually happening, and we have some reports out here, so let's turn on the lightning. I think I need to, but so we'll see. So I mean we're seeing some report, over here towards Fredericksburg, Culpeper, Southern Fauquier, of maybe thunder snow and thunder sleet. So this tells you the very dynamic atmosphere we have right now. So the dry spots down to the south have by and large kind of filled in. But I think these are still possible. We still see them being, we still see them kind of scattered throughout down to the south. So these might try to work in. But I think we're really talking about the core of our sleet and freezing rain moving through from about now, going up towards about noon today. We're going to talk about travel conditions being subpar. We're going to continue to talk about ice accumulations ongoing. I think we're going to be looking at still probably, if I take it back over to my forecast, again, that area we talked up here, the area in white, snow and sleet, that's where we've seen a good 3 to 5 inches so far, and that matches up, honestly, pretty well with my forecast of about 3 to 6 or so, maybe 5 to 8 on up towards the north and west. But just coming here into southern Maryland, we are still talking about a decent amount of icing potential here, and I think this is really going to be the story, especially in those darker purple zones, potentially up to 1/3 of an inch of ice. We've already seen multiple reports coming back on over inside radar. Maybe that report of 1,500ths of an inch of ice down towards portions of the northern neck. Lots of reports of 1/10 of an inch of ice down towards Richmond. Down in southwest Virginia, lots of reports of 1/4 inch to 1/3 of an inch of ice. And all of this will be moving into our region. This system is moving in a direction that's streaming precip like that. So we will continue to see precip stream in, and our current temperatures, let's make sure we're using current temperatures right now, the freezing line, this blue line, sits well down to the south, and we're now looking at a report of 1/4 inch of ice over towards the Charlottesville region. So that freezing line's to the south, and if I turn on the freezing line about 1,000 feet above our heads, I know this looks very sporadic, and I'll try my best to kind of guide you through it. This black line I'm going to draw, this is the freezing line well above our heads. So this, north of this line, this is where you're predominantly looking at more snow than anything else. This white line, or that's gray, I want to select white, and it's because I'm in a rush here that would happen. It's this white line here where we're talking about that freezing line being right around this region. So anywhere in between this black and white line, we're talking about ice. This is sleet, this is freezing rain. We're north of here. It's predominantly snow. And that's going to continue to be the case, I think. And just as we took a look around area roadways, they are all subpar. This would be the exact reason why, if I come back here, take it back into graphics, take it over to our storm timeline, we said all the travel difficulties would be likely. Right now at 9:24, we are in that orange, and then by the time we head over towards 10 o'clock, we're going to be in that red. I think travel is going to be very difficult today across the region, and I would not travel unless you need to. We will still see a break in the activity kind of working here probably by about 12 to maybe 12 to 3 o'clock this afternoon. After that point, we will still be dealing with sleet and freezing rain, but it's going to be more spotty in coverage. We're not talking widespread snow and sleet. What we're really talking about are just scattered snow, sleet, freezing rain showers. So the evening commute will still be impacted. Temperatures are not getting above freezing today for the most part. So even if it just looks wet or just slushy outside, if I take you back to the camera, I can show you this very clearly. I just got to get, and Cobber County just went under a snow emergency, so I'll get that posted for you here in a second. But even as we head over here towards Nanjamon, or even up towards Chesapeake Beach, you can see this slush here that doesn't look like much. Yeah, that's going to remain a solid sheet of ice that's going to freeze up, and it's going to cause issues. So just because we don't have snow or sleet falling in your one location at like 4 o'clock, don't think it's okay to travel. There's going to be issues on these area roadways because the sleet and snow will continue to linger. So if you don't need to be traveling, I would not recommend traveling at all. But we are now at 9:25. I have class in 5 minutes. It's time to go get ready for, I need to get my binder, econ. So I will go ahead and get that done. Stay tuned. I'll have another update for you probably around 10:45, 10:50 when class ends to keep you updated. I'll have a post up about the new snow emergency in Calvert County as well as the updated radar here in a second over on Facebook and on Twitter. So stay tuned. I will continue to keep you updated. I'm Forecaster John Bordash. Have a nice and safe one, and keep it tuned right